Alright, partner, a phrase that often heard either in the police force or dramatized entertainment like video, movie, or TV series. While this phrase can be very cringy at times or downright embarrassing in certain situations, Madonna partnership in the football considered a crucial factor in possible any position apart from goalkeeper. But due to the fact football partnership used through varieties of ways like repetition training, understanding tactics set in the training camp, and the chemistry built either on pitch or off the pitch that footballers may need to put some effort into them, unlike some footballers that have struck a friendship between themselves. While in the past football years, we have witnessed some of the best or great footballers that grace every blade of grass. However, we could not deny we as footballer fans do enjoy partnership in times brought the wow factors using the telepathic link passing, reliable bursts of defense, or interchangeable movement that often confuse the opponent. So in this video, we'll have a look at some of the more rated or lauded football partnership. In case you didn't know, what is up ladies and gentlemen, I'm Marvin, codename CM. Welcome to the Code United channel once again. If you in any shape or form stumble into this channel and somehow some way like this kind of content, do please like, share and subscribe to this channel, as each of your precious subscription will be massive motivation for me to upload new content. And don't forget to ring your notification bell for every new upload. With that said, let's get straight into the video. First, starting on the defender side. No question, on my timeline watching football, a passionate fans watching, there were many partnerships that found some of the most solid defense in Europe. Nesta and Maldini, Buyo and Piqué, John Terry and Ricardo Carvajal. For me being biased, no defense partnership really shine like Rio Ferdinand and Nemanja Vidic, one of, if not probably the most celebrated defensive partnership in modern football. And during the 2002, Rio Ferdinand joined Man Utd from their fierce rival Leeds United for a cost of £30 million that made him the most expensive British football in history at that time and the world's most expensive defender for a second time. While for Vidic, after making his name known as the Fab Four for Serbia in the qualifiers, only conceding one goal, Vidic was then acquired by Man Utd in 2006 January transfer window from Spartak Moscow. When both Ferdinand and Vidic immediately hit it up together, with Ferdinand mentioned in his channel, he is responsible bringing the Serbian around Manchester, introduced him to his family and teammates, making him feel comfortable in England. And one of the more positive traits that result chemistry built between both players. But even though that Vidic struggled upon his arrival in Carrington, given his lack of match fitness and the time take to get used for the Premier League intensity and physicality. But fortunate enough, after a year into the Premier League and getting back to fitness, Vidic gradually inserted himself into the starting 11. And eventually during the 2007 to 2011, he and Ferdinand formed one of the most reliable backline for Ferguson era Man Utd. And their best achievement, a duo, is not other than going 1,311 minutes without any goal conceded. That was 11 consecutive matches and 4 months without any goals into their net. But in addition, both Ferdinand and Vidic playstyle complement each other extremely well. Rio Ferdinand is an English but atypical reputation of English defender, as the English defender was known for their rugged and physical playstyle, but the former Leeds defender lauded for his ball-playing, Rolls-Royce playstyle, utilizing his pace, balance and silky smooth dribbling as a main outlet for playing out from the back or playmaking. Or on the other side, Vidic is much more typical English defender, a never-say-die attitude, a physical, aggressive and in-your-face defender. The RVP once commented on the United captain that he would put his head where other players would hesitate to put their foot on. While beside Vidic is a strong aerial and a heading ability, making him a dangerous aerial target. A bold defender has Man Utd dynasty from 2000 to the early 2010 era, helped Man Utd won 5 Premier League titles, 1 Champions League and countless competition cup, whereby made them easily one of the more recognized partnership duo in the modern Premier League timeline. Next, move to the winger duo. Winger in recent times have been one of the most dazzling and most wanted play position in recent times. It is because wingers nowadays have become the goal-getter or even box office, and more wingers using their dribbling and then deliver goals or create for the teams. For instance, Vini Jr., Mbappe, Dembele, etc. However, there was another saying, wingers nowadays have been very rigid with the sole purpose retaining possession rather taking risks to constant attacking their defender, as a number of wingers see themselves gradually become very unrecognizable. While in a sense there was a handful of wingers that caused terror for another opponents either from left or right, traditional or inverted, you name them. Yet no winger duo was well known or feared than Frank Ribery and Arjen Robben, nicknamed Robbery. Both wingers have been known for their terrorize the whole Euro and Bundesliga during the 2010s, especially the signing of Robben in 2009 from Real Madrid. Both wingers, when they played together, Bayern had eluded their opponent with 88 wins from 115 Bundesliga's outing, a whopping 77%, with a pickup an average of 2.3 points per game. Every personal wins record 198 wins at a 73%, while Robben's reached at 151 wins at 75%. The duo was also a part of the Bayern side that went on a record 25 matches unbeaten during the club's 2017-18 title winning campaign. The pair both reached double figures in terms of goals twice in the 11-12, both 12 and 13-14, with Robben 11 and Ribery 10. During the tenure, Bayern obtained some of the most dominant period, winning trophies left and right, including Champions League over Dortmund, and both their playstyle is a very eye-catching one. Ribery, the Frenchman's overplay from the left side, enabled him to cut into his right foot. However, his purpose is more towards playmaking, providing a clear-cut chance for the teammate. As usually the creative output for Bayern and clocked in multiple seasons with double-digit in assists. As for Robben, the Dutchman was a counter opposite, left-footed player playing on the right. His move slowly cut into his left foot for the goal-getting, the piercing sword-like goal-scoring winger. And Robben is famous in a sense, infamous for his one-trick pony, but extremely effective in his arsenal. Near unstoppable in getting his hotspot, when he see him having far more significant in goal numbers. This made them a very highly entertaining and even far more dangerous for opponent, but unfortunately in the later parts of their career plagued with numerous injuries made them unable to further their illustrious career, yet they still remain the most discussed or more discussed and celebrated winger duos in football history. Lastly, the striker duo. Before the booming of importance of midfield trio and trident offense, 4-4-2 with dual striker leading the line has been a staple for any team. Going deeper, often the striker duo will have a physical, tall, strong striker responsible to be a crossing target, while the other was a much more hardworking and technical, responsible move to multiple positions. They use some of the best partnership with dual strikers like Peter Crouch and Jermaine Defoe, Thierry Henry and Dennis Bergkamp, Alessandro Del Piero and Filippo Inzaghi, but to me the most iconic or the surprising combination of striker duo had been the most obvious trait on how should the striking partner should be, and definitely would be Yorke and Andy Cole. The electric form of Andy Cole displayed across these 2 seasons with Newcastle was such a level that led to Man United paying a British transfer record for the striker service in 1995, while Cole helped the Red Devils to 2 Premier League titles and FA Cup in the 3 years before the club signed Yorke from Aston Villa. While Man United deployed Cole and Yorke upfront in the 98-99 season, and both strikers' prolific partnership had never seen before, during which they combined 35 goals in the Premier League, helped them to another top-flight triumph and the first of their partnership. And that partnership also helped the club to the FA Cup and Champions League as the Red Devils completed a continental treble, a first for an English club. And both Yorke and Cole define a typical striker duo, and one physical, tall and one technical hardworking. Yorke and Cole both a very similar size, contain high technical ability and strong work rate, and the Trinidad and Tobago striker was a more creator among the both, but contained eye for goal, while Andy Cole was a more runner with an elite striking ability. One of the best part was that they possessed the amazing talent by understanding movement between each other, demonstrate 1-2 passes during the offense, and tearing and confusing the defense like no others. The goal against Barcelona in Camp Nou was the best example how both Yorke and Cole worked each other to secure the goals. While this made the both strikers' partnership being feared in Europe, but although both only partnered for 3 seasons, they made their mark as easily the top partnership striker, whereas has been a dying art for football. Thus, they will be the best example that define what partnership should look like. That's the end of the video. What do you guys think? In the football stance, what will be the partnership should look like, and is the mentioned footballers including in the best partnership, or do you have other in mind? Comment down below so we can have a discussion. Hope you all enjoyed this video. I'll see you all in the next one.